Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Amber Patience here to have my morning coffee with you. Today is Friday, August 28th, 2026. Uh, so there's a room in the back of my video. I'm currently streaming on 6 platforms. I am on my phone on TikTok and on my webcam on my Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Kick, and Twitch. So feel free to tell me where you are in the world. I have coffee with you every day. It is currently 7:04 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Washington State. If you or someone you know is looking to buy real estate, I am a realtor, and my brokerage is not only nationwide, it is also international. So if you know anyone anywhere that needs real estate, I'm here. Um, Yesterday, I had a business meeting with my brothers, and then I came home to some chaos, and then I went out for a drink with my mom and some enchiladas, and then I had more family drama like outside of my house, so we handled that. But life is good. Life is a blessing. Another day. H. David Nathaniel said, "I am from the Bahamas. Beautiful. I've never been, but I've heard many, many good things." Melvin Wilson said, "I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much for being here. I haven't been to Atlanta either. So many places I need to go. So many places I need to travel." But that was on Instagram. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence. David Mosley on TikTok joined. Thank you for being here. Aries Gad joined on TikTok. Thank you for being here. Bees joined. Thank you for being here. Dule Kolbe joined. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the people on my TikTok. Thank you for the people on my YouTube. Milkong joined. Thank you for being here. Lavogos joined. Thank you for being here. I am the Rashid joined. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yesterday I opened and ground a batch of Olympia coffee, Morning Sun. That's what I'll be drinking this morning. Not sponsored, just sharing. It's like having coffee with a friend every morning, so I try very hard to be present. My household can be very busy and loud, so I try very hard to just keep pushing regardless. We're gonna do 3 heaping tablespoons only because that's how I know how to make coffee in my French press. This is what I've grown accustomed to. H. David Nathaniel said, "May God bless you and your family and your protection and blessings." Thank you. Blessings and abundance to you and yours. So I have hot water that already went off earlier. My daughter made beignets, but the kitchen is like full of like flour. So I'm gonna wash dishes and scrub counters and all that later. But I have some errands that I have to run. So we have this here. The coffee is here. It is going to cook. It is going to brew. It's going to steep. Whatever you want to call it in the French press. And then we're gonna use my handy dandy timer. It's like 5 minutes. I still have not actually set a timer to it. Let's do it right now. So we're at 3:40 into the live. I'll try to remember. Let's get this in frame a little bit. That's good for TikTok. Let's lower the webcam a little bit. There we go. King is like in the live, or Prince, it's an emoji. Thank you for being here. We're at 41 likes. I'm grateful. So on YouTube, someone said Ja. Hello. Sam said, "Jesus is king. Why trust cards or look to the stars for answers? Seek the one who created you with a purpose. Jesus loves you unconditionally." Amen. Amen. Scrolling. Cool beans. So I have 4 people on Instagram right now. I have 2 people watching on YouTube, 1 person watching on Facebook, and 3 people on TikTok. So I am streaming on 6 platforms. When I look around, I'm looking at my webcam, I'm looking at my phone, and I'm looking at my tablet. So we're gonna let the coffee get going. I'm gonna look for questions. Doug Lorenzen said good morning. Good morning to you on Facebook. Very, very grateful for your presence. So I'm going to just use my Hawaii cup. It has all the islands on it. I got it from the ABC store because we spent a lot of money. We always get calendars and coffee mugs. I like merch, like merchandise, touristy things, because it's like you went on vacation, you spent all that money, and then you're like, you bring a little toy, like, I remember being on the beach, and I remember I'm going back, and you know, it's so nice. I'm gonna grab creamer. I don't think I have creamer. Okay. I'm gonna be using whole milk from Smith Brothers, a local company. Milk delivery. Whenever that coffee is ready. And we still got some sugar cubes here. So we are going to talk about finances, real estate, relationships, and religion. So for finances, previously, just thinking about flavoring my coffee, but I'll be okay. Previously we spoke about saving, having like a big goal, and then like doing bite sizes, like every Friday or, you know, pick a day of the week or the day of the month that you put money into your savings account. It's better than not putting any money in your savings account. It's not going anywhere. You're not locking it up. It's just removing it from your main checking account so you're not seeing it. And then, God willing, with habit will come increase. Then we also talked about diversifying your finances. We talked about locking your money away, like in a CD or a stock or a bond or something, some kind of yielding process for you to be able to do that. Also buying real estate, buying a piece of land, buying a condo, buying a house, buying a multifamily unit, buying a commercial unit, and then holding it or improving it or living in it. Different ways to diversify. Not necessarily something with a depreciating value like a car or something, you know, that has wear and tear in it. Gold is still something that people acquire to make sure to hold on to. But yeah, finances today we're going to talk about, it's not really fraud prevention, it's more like surveillance. So a lot of people are highly aware of how much money they have in like their main account, but they don't necessarily look at all the transactions. So you should take a day. I'm a realtor, not a financer, but you should take a day where you look at the transactions for the week at least, if not taking a scan of it for the day according to how many swipes you do regularly, just to see if there's any discrepancies, right? So sometimes what people do is they'll go, first, a lot of times people swipe all the time and they're not noticing the extra dollar or the, you know, this membership or that membership or whatever's coming out. And then you don't notice a discrepancy either ever, or you don't notice a discrepancy until it's like 2 or 3 months later, right? So if you take a moment to regularly scan your statement, your transactions, then you can go, oh, that's not right. I have the receipt, or I have this, or let me take that back, or let me cancel that subscription. So that's really good for financial awareness. And then, God forbid, there's like a scam or someone in your family is using your stuff, someone that you know took your identity, or someone has a card reader, you'll get to catch that sooner because you'll be like, that's not me. So, and it's fresh in your mind too. Like, I made that transaction, I remember because it was yesterday. Rather than like, did I get gas a while ago? So that's that. The timer is done. So what we're going to do is we're going to Sage first, windows open. So Sage is, I mean, God made everything, right? So I really try not to get hung up on other people's reasons for saging or smudging or whatever. I know that it makes me feel better. I know it's like incense. I know that the intention is getting negative energy out, and what God has for me is for me, and what God did not have for me, I want removed. So I smudge, a little smudge for you, a little for you, and for me. Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to have another day, another opportunity. Okay, so I'm going to move this over, flip this over. Oh, what was it, 340? So that was like 6 minutes? Something like that. Okay, it's like 6 minutes. So we're at 10 minutes now. Actually, oh, it's fine. We're about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna push the coffee French press down. Try to do it very slow. I got burned once. Najee said, put some Mary Jane in my sage, please. That's funny. Definitely feel better, right? Dre liked the live. Thank you so much. Najee said, hi, Miss Amber, the bull ring and coffee. Look, my bull ring is tucked, Najee. So it's just Amber today. So I have some meetings to go to. I have a date tonight. I have dishes to wash, mail to check. So many things. What do you all have going on? Super Slow is liking up the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Making sure my audio is good. Cool beans. 6 people on Instagram, 2 people on YouTube, 7 people on TikTok. Grateful for your presence. Well, I have 1 like and 1 love from Facebook. So that was Jazz Lewis Purnell Williams did a like, and Doug Lorenzen. I was like, why am I not saying that? Costive _TTJ said you were beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate you. Pushing down this French press so I can drink my coffee with my people. So next we're going to talk about real estate. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Amber Bate and I am a realtor in Washington State. And if you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate, feel free to reach out to me. I have, hey, Joe, I can just cover the camera. I have helped people all over the country. I have the ability to help people outside of the country when it comes to real estate. If you need anything, please let me know. Real estate, if you're talking about, we talked about finances and like scanning on a regular basis. It's good to also scan the market. Looking at, I'm not a big fan of Zillow, no disrespect, a little disrespect, but like scanning the internet, looking at properties, asking questions, watching YouTube, things like that. If you're in the industry of real estate in any capacity, obviously, but also just as a citizen, right? Looking at property taxes, looking at values, looking at new proposals, things like that. Just always educating yourself. And then like go to Real Estate for Dummies or like Real Estate 101 or you know whatever that looks like for you, and just go, oh, I understand this, that, and the other, and you become a more cultured, well-rounded human being. A lot of you are because you're here, duh. But and then scanning for opportunities. If you have a property and you're like, hey, I was thinking about selling it, that coffee is not sweet enough, and I put 4 sugar cubes in it. I use milk instead of creamer, so we listen and we very much judge. Judging's okay here. It's okay. It's the internet. My kids are trying to explain to me, which my algorithm is not their algorithm. All these kids are like doing mogging, so it's like the best version of your face, so it's like filters, or it'll like rate your face. So these kids are having all these like self-esteem issues. Not my babies, because I just love on them so much. And I'm just like, you're so pretty. I'm like, what standard is that? But yeah, the kids are like altering their face and breaking their jaws and all this other stuff. Najee, feel free to ask your question. Good morning. You said if I was walking in the morning. What do you mean? Good morning. I thought you got to stop walking in the morning. I walk every morning on my treadmill. It's just a little boring and I can't really talk. And I thought about it. I was like, I'm gonna put my stream up and like talk and walk. I like my treadmill's like short. Anyway, I've tried it. I've tried it like a practice run for whatever. So yeah. Let's see. G said, I got a question. Pearl Yem said hi to you. Natural Mystical to do single. I'm not. I'm married. Najee said, when you spell orange, are you spelling the fruit or the color? I'm usually spelling the fruit. Natural Mystical said, B, you see my question. Yeah, I'm married. I am Reese. Rude Boy said, natural beauty, the best way to go. Thank you. Son of Thunder said, beautiful. Thank you. That is on TikTok. We're at 1.9 thousand likes on TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pakwasi said, good morning, Amber, on Instagram. Good morning to you. Grateful, grateful, grateful. Tild Peterson 7363 on YouTube said, hello to you. So, real estate. Oh, looking at the market, educating yourself, scanning. If you have personal real estate, looking at your tax affidavit, speaking to your realtor, regularly asking about options and equity and growth and depreciation and appreciation and equity, etc. So yeah, this timer's about 6 minutes, so we're doing it again. I saged. I drank coffee. What else can I show you all? We talked about real estate and finances. I don't have anything to show. It's not true. I have a plan. So this is my family, or some of my family. This is my mama, and this is me, and this is my kid, and this is my husband, and that's another kid, and then that's my brother, and that's another kid. So that's 3 out of 5 of my babies were with me. It was my birthday weekend, so we went to Sapporo's and University Place. They do the cooking and stuff in front of you. We've been so many times. Till Peterson on YouTube said, how's your day? It's good. Thank you for asking. I'm having coffee with my audience. I'm grateful to have over 100,000, even though I'm losing a lot of followers because I'm blocking people. And, and I'm unfollowing people that don't follow me, and I'm trying to like get rid of ghost accounts and stuff. So, but I still have over 100,000 on all my platforms. I have like 69,000 now. No, is that right? 76,000 on Instagram, and then 41,000 on Facebook, and then 7,000 on TikTok. Some of those people are crossed over because you all love me and you go to different platforms for me. And then still growing YouTube. I think we're at 600, and Twitch and Kick are still growing. Decline that. Tilda Peterson, I will follow you right now. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the opportunity to be entertaining for you. Let me scroll up real quick. Black Jesus said, hi dear, hello to you. Such a pleasure meeting you. Pleasure to meet you. Najee said, W family. B Houston said, yes, you're adorable. Thank you. Puppies and babies are adorable, so I'll take it. Cool. Shadrick Eckledge said, hi to you. Blessings and abundance on YouTube. I'm streaming on 6 platforms. On my phone, I am on TikTok, and on my webcam, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, and Twitch. So we're going to talk about relationships next. So there's basically a common denominator. So we're always going to talk about from now on, for the next, until I change my mind. We're going to talk about finances, real estate, relationships, and religion. But for example, we were talking about checking your finance statements, making sure that they're good, making sure there's no fraud, discrepancies, checking, subscriptions you might want to cancel. Then we talked about real estate, scanning the market, scanning your own personal real estate endeavors, equity, refinances, the market in general. And then relationships. I have found that when I am in a relationship, be it romantic or friendship, that sometimes I get enamored by like the thought of the relationship. And sometimes I have to realize, for me, I have to love me enough to step outside of the situation and look at it, right? So if I'm depressed and I'm sad, am I cleaning, am I cooking, am I showing up, am I saying good morning, greetings, am I doing all of those things for my relationship, for my partner? And then also, hey, if I was offended or if I was crossed, do I have to continue being so sacrificial to for my comfort to go, oh, that was rude. I don't have to say, X, Y, and Z. Like, I don't have to make it comfortable. I don't have to keep bulldozing past it because it's obviously hurting. So I get to have to balance that. But scanning the situation a little bit outside of it, because I can't be my emotions. I can experience my emotions. I can know that I feel sad, and I know that I'm, but then the truth is what actions are being taken. So if I'm like, oh, I'm super sad, I'm not going to work. Like, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. It literally doesn't work. I have other things that I have to do. So I can feel sad and do it anyway. I can be happy and do it anyway. I can be distracted and do it anyway. So Shadrach Elkridge said, I like you. I appreciate the admiration. I am streaming on 6 platforms. I am on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, and Twitch on my phone. My webcam. And then on my phone, I'm on TikTok. Boyne Valley said, do you live on a chicken farm because you sure know how to raise a rooster? That's funny. Ali said hi. Ali El Presidente said hi. Hello to you. Kevy Kev joined. Thank you for being here. Tarek El Mdidi, follow the live creator. Thank you for the follow. Angry underscore. The username is angry underscore Negro said, hey, you baby. No, I am grown woman. Scrolling. Okay, so finances, scan your financial statements. Real estate, scan the market, scan your own real estate documents, opportunities, speak to your realtor regularly. Relationships, take a step outside the relationship and literally take a survey of it. Not checks and balances, not pros and cons, right? But more like, am I showing up the way that I want to show up? Is this person showing up for me the way that I need them to show up for me? And then truthfully, is that need even necessary? Because it's not, I shouldn't really need my partner. I should want my partner. I shouldn't really need my partner. I should want to complement and make their life more agreeable. And then when I stumble, because I am human, God willing, my partner is there for me. And when they stumble because they are human, hopefully the partner is there for them. And that is in not only relationships as in marriage, but also like friendships. You check on them not only because you're bored, but you check on them because it's like, oh, it's Tuesday. I haven't talked to her, since last Tuesday. Let me make sure they're okay. Ramon Lewis said, I love your nose. Thank you. That was on Instagram. T_Travis said, you were so pretty. I can't stop staring and admiring your beauty. I appreciate the admiration. Angry Negro said, misprint. Cool beans. Cool. I think we're caught up. Louise Wonder sent emojis. Thank you for the love. So we talked about finances, real estate, relationships, and now we're going to talk about religion. Same thing. This is flipping over. What am I doing? I got flowers one time, and I have this vase and I think it's so cute. It really does, as a female, it like feels like a womb, like a uterus, because I had so many babies, and I'm like, oh, I was gonna put these flowers in there, but I didn't like the color contrast, so I think I'm gonna get fake flowers and put them in here, but I haven't decided. And maybe not even flowers. I haven't figured out what to do with it, so that's just sitting on my shelf right now, empty. Okay, so we're talking about religion. So scanning finances, scanning the real estate market in your own documents, scanning relationships, seeing the checks and balances. Are you feeling comfortable? How can you show up, etc. Are you being true to yourself? Religion. My version of religion is not denomination. It is connection to God. It is relationship with Christ. And the way that I do that is by communicating with you all. It's by enjoying the life that I live, going on walks, having deep thought, having deep communication, but also reading. I read the Bible, I read the Quran, I read the Torah, I watch movies, I look at documentaries, I read books, I go to art galleries, I talk to people, and I get to figure out why this is edifying me or is this serving me, but not in a selfish way, but like, am I being the vessel to experience life in a way that God would be proud of? And that's all we really can do in this world. I mean, obviously we can ignore God and try to live our own lives and see how self-serving that feels. But I try to think about the balance, because some people are so sacrificial that they're suffering. They're so sacrificial that they become resentful. And I'm like, God made this body to enjoy, to be a comfort. And I'm definitely a creature of comfort, which I need to work on. Did I get a gift? Hold on. No. If you have any heartbeats, feel free to send them my way. We are at 3.2 thousand likes. I'm very, very grateful for you. Sandbox T said happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Oh, Sandbox T sent a TikTok. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, hold on. It keeps going. Isaac Harris sent a tongue stick out emoji. Thank you for the haha. It's not really like, it's like with your eyes closed, tongue stick out. I don't really know what that means. Why? It's not showing. Like it showed, but it didn't. Where are my TikToks? Sandbox T, you're amazing. I don't know why it's not showing it. I don't know why it's not showing it. I saw them and they went away. I appreciate your presence. Tid's Kid said cutie. Thank you so much. Sandbox T is sending 3 more TikToks. Don't know. It's like private. It's like showing up at the top. This Tid Kid sent a wink, sent a rose. Thank you so much. Tid Kid sent a heart puff. 2 heart puffs and a you're awesome. Thank you so much. Scrolling on Instagram. Thank you for those of you who are here and watching the recording, by the way. Everyone on the screen is good. Tid Kid said cutie. Thank you for the admiration. So scanning religious documents. I'm not saying to divert from the religion that you have chosen or the denomination that you've chosen. What I'm saying is edifying yourself is really important. It makes the world a better place. Mutual understanding. I don't have to agree with you to understand the foundation of what you believe, right? And then maybe I go, oh, actually, that is something I want to dive into. Or conversation, I articulate. I feel like religion should be, especially Christianity, is like, here's what Christianity is. Are you interested? Right? And then they're like, yeah, I would love that. Instead of like, let me burn all your pagan books and shove this down your throat and persecute you for it. Do you love Jesus now? It's like, Jesus made you do that? And that's how I feel sometimes. I'll be talking to people. I'm like, I don't know if we're talking to the same God. I don't know. Anyway, that's my little speech on that. I have been on stream for 27 minutes. I have been doing stream a lot shorter these last couple of days because I have so much to do in the morning and I don't want to wake up too early and disrupt my family. But I'm only going to stay on for like another minute. But I appreciate your presence. If you have any last minute questions, feel free to ask me. By the way, I'm a realtor. By the way, I love when you spam my likes. Like go to all my posts and like everything and then comment, maybe watch the whole video. They're not always that long. My lives are like usually long, but you know, just like spread love. And you can comment and I'm not going to think you're being weird. And you can say hi every morning to me and I'll be like, hi. You can say hi every evening to me. I'll say hi. You can be like, oh, Amber, I was making chicken or I was at the church. And I'm like, oh, that's so crazy. Some people are like, hey, baby, how you doing? What you wearing? And I'm like, what are we doing? Let's not do that. Let's hit that day. But, oh, hey, Amber, how's it going? I was reading this really good book. Oh, you can send me reels. Most of the time, if you send me reels, I won't watch them. Unless you're like, Amber, this person who's copying you in a reel, or this is really, really funny. When you get a, like, I might open it, and then when I have a moment, I'll look at it. But I don't really, like, look at reels. But you can tag me and everything. You can send me stuff. Mac81 on YouTube said you were beautiful. Thank you so much. Mohammed Shahab on TikTok said Black Queen. Yes. Queen of my home. We're at about 29 minutes on the live stream. Double checking. I feel like my camera didn't go out. My audio was good the whole time. Practice, practice, practice. I'm very grateful for your presence. I'm grateful for your audience. If you need anything, let me know. I am just a DM away. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Mac81 said, I'm from Japan. Hello. I've never been to Japan. I want to go very badly. We're probably gonna go in like the next year or two, but I've always wanted to go to Japan. Kumar said good morning to you. Hi to you. All right, well, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Let me know if you need anything. Thank you for being here.